Hello friends, this is tutorial number 4 of this Java Design Patterns course, and in this tutorial we will talk about interface segregation. Let's create one package. It will be package 04, and in this tutorial we want to calculate area and perimeter of the, for example, rectangle and square, and we will use interface for this. Let's create an interface because we will have the most important thing between interface and abstract classes or classes. There is no multiple inheritance in Java. And let's create one interface perimeter. And it will have one double function perimeter. We will create another interface. Area interface. And it will have one double function area. We need to save both, and we will create one more interface. We will call it display data. And it will have one void function display. Okay, we have three interfaces, and now we want to create a class which will implement all of these three interfaces. It's not possible to do it with abstract class because as I already told you, there is no multiple inheritance in Java. There is only multiple implementation. And let's create a class rectangle, and it will implement all of these three interfaces. Implements perimeter interface, also will implement area interface, and also will implement display data. Okay, let me just a second. Okay, it will be better. Now we need to implement all of these unimplemented functions. Okay. We have a display function, area function, and perimeter function, and now we will define all of these functions. Let's start with display. First, we will write some text. Okay, if the object is rectangle, we will write displaying a rectangle.
And
this rectangle should have, first we forgot some fields, private double A and also B, which should be a width and a length of the rectangle. We will create a constructor and also we can create getters and setters. Okay, let's go back to the display function. And we can write width equals to, it can be A, length will be equal to B, and now we can display area equals, we will call a function area, and perimeter equals, and we will call a function perimeter. Okay, and now we should also define area. For the area we will return, we need a formula, the area of the rectangle, it will be A multiplied with B, pretty much simple. And perimeter will be return 2 multiplied with A plus 2 multiplied with B. It should be the perimeter of the rectangle. As you can see, we implemented all of the functions of all of these three. Each interface has one function. This class of the rectangle implements all of these three interfaces and also their functions. And we can also create one more class. The name of the class will be square. And it will also implement perimeter interface, also with area interface, and also will implement display data. We will create one private double A, which will be the side of the square. Let's create parameterized constructor. And also we will create getters and setters. And now let's implement all unimplemented functions. Okay, we have display. Let me go back to rectangle. I will just copy and I will paste and change it a little. Here will be displaying a square. Instead of width we will have side and we don't have length, and we have area and we have perimeter. Now let's redefine area. Area will be, we will return A multiplied with A, and perimeter will be 4 multiplied with AA. We used a formula to calculate the area and perimeter of the square. Okay, it should be fine. We can save it now and we can create application class with main function. And we can create, now we can create a rectangle. It's package 4. Let's create a rectangle. R1 equals to new rectangle. And we created parameterized constructor. Let's define our sides. It will be 7 and 9. And now we will just call a function R1 and display. And we will do the same thing for the square. S1 will be equals to new square, and side will be, it's a double, it can be 4.5. And we will just call a display function. We don't need to call area and perimeter function because it will be calculated, but we have a display function which will display all of the data, and we can just we can call between system out print line to separate it a little. Now we will try to run this application, and it should be display all of the data of the rectangle, and also should be displayed all of the data of the square. Now we will see how it will work. As you can see, we call a display function of the rectangle. As you can see, displaying a rectangle, width equals to 7, length equals to 9, and area is 63. 7 multiplied with 9, 63, which is okay. And perimeter is 32. Okay, 7 multiplied with 2 is 14, and 18 it's 32, which is perfectly fine. And we also have a square. Side is 4.5 and area is 20.25. Okay, it should be good. And perimeter is 18. It's 4 multiplied with 4.5. It's 18, and it's okay. Now I really hope that you understand this, and I really hope that you like this tutorial. If you like this tutorial, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on Instagram. You have a link in the description, and see you in the next tutorial.